welcome back to my channel. Do I look spooky to you? I sure hope so. So I can barely talk, as you can see. I have my face pretty much put together, but I did want to give you some type of intro. I hope that you guys like this. I got into a car accident and died. Oh, not on date night. But yeah, this side's pretty beat, and then this side I am burned. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I did this look, make sure you go ahead and continue to watch. Also, before we get started, go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up because I worked really hard for this and I hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, so we are starting off on this look and I have most of my face done on this side. I did use a lighter foundation to kind of look a little deadish, but not super dead. This side is still relatively clean. So the last part I have to do on this side is just my eye, and I honestly don't know what look I want to do. I do know that I still want to use the palette that I got with Ipsy. I'm super excited to be teaming up with them. So I did post a video already using a lot of their products. Unfortunately, I posted the wrong version of it, so there's no music or any of my plugins, so love that for me. We're gonna keep moving going forward. So I'm thinking again that I do want to use this Huda Beauty Mobs Obsessions palette. I just really enjoy the colors and I really just want to like stick here. So I'm thinking about doing just like a regular blown out smoky eye, pretty much the inverted version of the way that I did it in my previous video. And again, I'm only doing this eye. So I'm using an M443 brush from Morphe, and I'm going to start with this. I'm going to go pretty high up because I just decided I'm going to do a cut crease. So I'm going to pack this on. I have no idea where this glitter is coming from. Using clean M441 brush, I'm going to start to just buff that out. We're going to do pretty simple on the eye because the star of the show is definitely going to be, you know, my face being bloody. So going in with my Jaclyn Hill Volume 1 palette from Morphe. Oh my gosh, this thing is falling apart. I need to buy a new one so bad. I'm going to go in with this black here. It's just one of my favorite blacks. It just gets the job done for your girl. Using an M573 brush, I'm just going to blend those out, blend them together. Going back with that first brush and that color, I'm just going to pack on more here just so it's more vibrant. And then the same thing, blending this girl out or whatever. This is going to be so cute. I can see it now, you know? Using some P. Louise base. I'm going to use a Morphe M432 brush. I'm going to cut the crease. It's been a while since I cut my crease. I hope I'm not rusty. I'm going to really make sure I open up this eye, although like, because you know, like this is, you know, a Halloween look, but this is still makeup, baby. So I'm starting like past my tear duct. You see that? And I'm not super pressed to, you know, I'm not caring about this down here because I'm going to clean that off with some Vaseline. So that looks good. It looks nice and open. I'm using just the tiniest bit of Vaseline to get the makeup off my face. You honestly don't even need to use that much like red or anything on there. I don't know why. I didn't know what look I was going for, so yeah, I just like to use just a tiny bit, especially with black. Like you just have to get it off. And this is literally just like a dried out baby wipe. If I know I'm going to do like a makeup look, I take some out and I let them just sit out. And they work for me. That's nice and clean, and now I don't know what else I'm doing with my eye. Keeps happening. I'm going to go ahead and put my base back on my entire lid that is free, and then we will go from there. I wish that you guys can like help me pick in real time. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do like a glitter eye. Okay, after much debate, I decided to go ahead and go in with some silver glitter on my eye, because I didn't want to do too much red because, like, my face is about to be red, so I'm like, let me go ahead and do some silver glitter. Ugh, if I can get it open. Hopefully, I know I'm being lazy and I should really put a base down. Let me just go ahead. Put some type of base down. The Taupes palette is coming from Juvia's Place. Let's go ahead and use... I'm just going to lightly pack this onto the eye. This is looking a lot like my clown look. Uh-oh. It's okay. I don't know, for Halloween, I feel like I always need to do one, like, red, silver, and black look. Like, what other time of year are you about to do that? Now here's the glitter that I am using. NYX primer, using an old brush. This is just literally a paintbrush from Walmart. I'm just gonna start to place this on my eye. I'm not getting too close to the edges because I'm going to be putting liner on there anyways, so I'm not super pressed for that. Really just around this area here. Okay, a couple things need to happen now to this eye. I'm going to be using my Huda Beauty liquid liner. You know, I'm obsessed with it. Using the liquid side, I'm really going to take my time and I'm going to trace the line first. Then I'm going to do a cat eye and I'm going to connect them, okay? So, be patient with yourself. Don't rush. I'm talking to myself. Woo, hopefully I don't mess this up. Wow, already. Oh no. I got caught by a piece of glitter and it went downhill from there. Oh my goodness. Ugh. No good, no good. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Thing about this liner is if you mess up, it's so hard to get off. Oh my goodness. This glitter was a bad idea. I'm gonna come back to the top of it and just to continue to go so that we can just get onto this. I'm just not that pressed for it. Okay, there's that first line. Now I'm gonna do another one down here. If I can, all these dang on sparkles. Oh my goodness. I'm 1000% sure there's a better way to do this than the way I'm doing it. Please do not copy me. This can't be life. Okay, that was a little bit more of a struggle bus than intended, but I think it came out good. Let me throw Baby Girl on. This is in the style Gabby. This time I'm going to use my NARS. Deep underneath that waterline. This is just like so dark. Take a nice little smudger brush, and this is a M213 brush. Going in with that black that I used from the Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm just going to smudge out that NARS while it's still, you know, wet. And just really make this a dramatic smoky. Okay, now let's go ahead and get into the fun part. So the first thing I'm going to do is trace out using just a crayon that you can get from the whatever your Halloween store is, and I'm going to start to map out where I want my burned mauled face to be. So I'm thinking I did most of my side of my face so that I can just, oh, I actually really like this eye. There's a couple of things I need to fix. I can do that afterwards. So I'm gonna go Wow, that's a lot that I'm gonna do burn. I guess I'm gonna do I want to do all of that burn? That's a lot of burn. I wanted to do like coming across, but I don't know if I want to do all of that. I could always just do it this way. I guess I'm gonna just do it this way. So now the things that you need is liquid latex and toilet paper. So what I'm gonna be doing is, firstly, now that I kind of have an idea of where I want my cut face, bloody face to be, I'm gonna start taking some toilet paper and just kind of mapping out, which honestly for like here, these parts will be easy, so I probably will start there to kind of cover my whole side of my face. What you want to be careful doing the entire time is making sure that you're not touching any of your hairs whatsoever, because it will pull it out. Okay, so this is clear liquid latex. If I run out, I also have a regular liquid latex, so I wanted to start here first. I guess I'm just gonna do all of the bigger pieces first, and then I'll worry about the other stuff. I'm just gonna be very cautious of like the little bit of hair that I have left here, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go wrap all the way around so that when I turn, I'm really like gored up, you know? It has a pretty strong smell, just so you know. Okay, I think that's a first good piece. Just lay this here. And just to add some like different types of dimension, I'm going to lightly press over here with more liquid latex where the tissue is, make sure not to like rip the tissue up, which you can easily do, and then I'm going to place this one on top. We are starting to get some of our face done. I'm just going to continue the process of doing the big pieces first. Ooh, be careful not to tear. This really will make your eyes water. It's not even that close to my eye and it's already starting to water. Woo! Yeah, I kind of had to move fast because my eye is like really starting to water. This is where I'm going to start to kind of measure out my pieces. Okay, we're starting to get somewhere. If I were to pull this up, you know, we're covered, so that's what I want. Be nice and covered. I'm also going to be covering my mouth, so pretty soon I'm not going to be able to talk. I guess from there we'll just kind of do maybe a voiceover. Alrighty, so what we're doing is now making sure that we have pieces of toilet paper that are kind of vaguely loosely following that line. Not super pressed for it, and I am sometimes making like layered pieces, and then other pieces I'm ripping off to fit just to size. Basically, I just wanted to make sure that I covered everything that did not have makeup, but not super pressed about like being exactly on that line. One thing I did notice is that if you put tissue paper over the liquid latex, it makes the eye stop watering. So I started to do that very quickly, like as soon as I put the glue down, put a piece down, as I got closer to my eye, and that's how I was able to get as close as possible. While putting down the glue, make sure you do not put it on your eyebrow or you will not have one, boo-boo. So I did pull the toilet paper and made it longer than like where there was liquid latex, because I did need it to be there, but I did not want to lose my brow because I barely got one as it is. So as I get over to the ear, I knew that I wanted it to look like it was like really burnt and I didn't have a lobe anymore, so I put a lot of toilet paper there. After that next phase, you want to make sure that you're covering up the entire pieces, all of the toilet paper and liquid latex, and you want to make sure you put a lot on and then let it dry, and that's how you're going to get that like rubbery skin. Pose, okay? And here I am putting on foundation. You can use whatever foundation you want. I went ahead and used an old brush just in case, which it didn't seem like it was any problems. But some people use darker foundation. I was really not pressed for it because I knew I was covering most of it with blood. I made sure I cover up most of it, but not all of it, because I wanted to have some of that white so that whenever the blood was on there, it looked like I got burned down to the bone. Little white meat showing. So do with that as you will. I just want to add as much texture as possible. Now I'm using just a flat brush to add some dimension. I'm using some blacks with purple undertones, some reds with purple undertones, and just really creating a lot of dimension and depth to my cuts. You see I made like a nice little cut crease, and that's actually where I'm going to cut an incision as well. So, you know, have fun with it. Do the same thing that you would normally do, you know. For me anyways, like for a glam look, I try to mimic that, but in scab edition. Honestly, you can't really add too much. Like, take your time and make sure that you don't rip through the toilet paper, because I did that a couple times. Y'all know I'm heavy-handed. So now I'm just cutting my incision right across my cheek where I did that contour, and then I'm cutting some excess off because it was a little bit too big for me, and then I'm filling that up with black so that when I add the blood it just looks really nasty and old. Now I'm using some liquid blood, and I'm using that with a sponge, and I'm just lightly coating my skin with the blood all over. So that's why whenever you add the color, it shows up differently, you know, so you don't have to do so much work. Now I'm using some gel blood, and this is to get some nice coagulated scabbing going on. This is my favorite part. Oh my god, it was so fun to do. So I did some where I actually just like spread it on, and the others it was globs, because you know scabs, they're like gross. And I'm going all the way across that incision over my face to make that cut, you know, just look more intense. And ew, like I really burned. I ended up calling my mom, and Lily answered. She wasn't supposed to, but her reaction let me know that she's definitely my child. She wasn't even scared. I'm like, what the heck? I was trying to do this while you were away so you wouldn't get scared, and you're not even scared.
Hey, Mommy.
Lily, don't look at the camera.
No. Oh, she thinks you're a ghost.
No, scary, Lily. Okay guys, so that is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed this and you see that it's not hard whatsoever. You too can dye if you like. You know, it's just not that hard. It's all about taking your time and working through this, even if you feel like it's not gonna come together. No worries. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you go ahead and give this a big thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. Do you guys want more spooky? Let me know down below, because your girl can get spookier. Okay? As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.